Why you have a light on me? Is the light like
I'm gonna turn it off.
Gonna stay or?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So here we have tilapia, and I use tilapia because it's a firm fish, and it's not mushy. You know how when you cook some fish, it's mushy and it's kind of This is really good. I mean, it's cheap fish, but it works really good. All right. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season my fish, but I don't have lemon pepper right now, so I'm gonna compromise. So what I have is garlic powder. Okay, I'm gonna use some garlic powder. I'm gonna season my fish with garlic powder. Oops. Garlic powder. I love garlic powder. I use a lot of garlic powder when I cook. I love it. I'm going to use garlic salt also, but I'm not going to use a lot because if I use too much, it's going to be too salty and you don't want that. That's good. So, Alright. Oops.
Don't throw it away.
It was open too. Okay, so, we're going to put some garlic salt. Alright. Alright, so to substitute my lemon pepper, since I don't have any, I'm just going to use lemon juice and pepper. Like common sense, right? Okay, that works. Alright, so we're going to go over here to my pan. And I have Rachel Ray. What? Rachel Ray's the shit. I'm just saying. Okay. Alright, so we have Rachel Ray. And I'm going to put some olive oil in there. Yeah, olive oil. You can use butter. It doesn't matter. I mean, they both have really good flavor. It's distinctively different, but I prefer olive oil. So I'm going to throw some olive oil in there. And I'm going to wait for my pan to get hot. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my grease. Okay? And I'm going to wash my hands because they smell like fish. Alright. We need to cut up our cilantro while we're waiting for that pan to heat up.
I forgot that.
Ah! Okay, I'm super clumsy.
Try not to do that.
It is alright. Well, that has my cutting board tied up with onions and tomatoes.
I just did that.
So, are you gonna move stuff over for me? Thank you so much.
It won't.
Okay.
Oh, I edited that out.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me right now? You did not just do that. Wow. Okay. Anyhow, we're going to continue. Okay. A lot of people, when they use cilantro, they just use the leaves. But I really like the stems because they have way more flavor than the leaves do. I know that sounds weird, and I'm the same way with celery. I use the leaves on the celery, like when it gets to the middle of the stalk, like that's my favorite because that's where all the flavor is. And people just don't know that. So, I'm gonna cut up my stems really, really tiny. Really, really tiny. I mean, look how tiny that is. That's so tiny. But all that flavor comes out when you do that. And you can make this dish without cilantro, but I promise you, you don't want to. Cilantro is the star of the show. I promise you, it really is. Now you want enough. Yeah, you can't have too much cilantro as far as I'm concerned. But some people don't like it. You either love cilantro or you hate cilantro. I think that's plenty. So what I'm going to do with this leftover, I'm going to stick it in this bag and I'm going to put it back in the fridge. And I'm going to use it to make salsa or pico de gallo or whatever I can make with it. So, we love our cilantro around here. Alright, so, we got this going on. Alright, let's go see if our oil's ready.
I doubt it. That cast iron.
Generally,
Takes a minute in that cast iron.
yeah, it does. That cast iron is some serious stuff. But to check it, what I'm going to do is, this is for just people
Your fish
who
is
don't
ready
normally
though.
cook. Okay. Oh, yes. My pot over here is super ready. Actually, it's over ready.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is go ahead and throw my fish in there. Listen to that noise. That's what you want to hear. You want that fish browned and
Black
my
and
goodness. You want to hear that sizzle. That's what you want to hear. That is beautiful. Yes.
They're all not touching the pan now.
It's okay. Because we're
You know, it says this is her show.
We're going to cook them all in one pan. And then we're going to add the cilantro. We're going to chop it all up kind of like hamburger meat, but it's fish. Okay. So, with our tortillas. I do my tortillas this way. A lot of people, I mean, you can buy the pre-made tortillas that you put in the oven, the crunchy ones that you put in the oven and you can cook them that way. But I think they're so much better when you cook them yourself in oil. They just give it something that you can't get from anything else, as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, this is how you check your oil. Wait a minute, look at that. I gotta wash my hand. Hold on.